And we're live. Hello, everyone. It's Jay here. I hope you're having a great Friday. And today, I'm here today because I have two fellow business owners that I get to work with, and I want to introduce you to them today. And we're going to talk a little bit about how this business system is that they're using, and yeah, and how it's changing things for them. So I'm really excited to bring them on. We're going to introduce you to Mike and Harold. I'm just going to bring them on here. All right. Hey, Mike and Harold. Welcome,
Morning.
welcome. Good. All right. So I do have a few questions for you, gentlemen. And so first of all, Mike, do you want to start? Maybe tell us who you are and where you're from, and perhaps what you do.
Sure. My name is Mike. I'm a millwright by trade. I've been doing this over 30 years. I live in Northern Ontario on a hobby farm with my partner Lise. Most of the days, you'll find me fixing some machinery, building something for the farm, or working in a shop with my hobbies that I have, or I'll be working online in the kitchen on my laptop.
Awesome.
I'm just a regular person. I believe that you don't have to choose between working hard or building freedom. You can do both.
Yep. Awesome. Harold?
Well, it's Harold Bickerstaff from Wasaga Beach, Ontario. And I'm retired already. I'm retired a couple of years now. I'm 45 years or more in the toy and juvenile products business. I sold to people like Toys R Us and Walmart and all kinds of different retailers over the years, and worked my way up to Vice VP of Sales and Marketing for a couple of companies. Retired, and I didn't want to be a Walmart greeter. Not that there's anything wrong with a Walmart greeter, but I wanted to still sell stuff in a different way. And most of the time, I'm involved with this business and or the music business that I'm heavily involved in the area and across Canada.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, Mike, why did you start looking to earn online?
Uh, Really, I wasn't looking for something to get rich quick. I was looking for some options. As a tradesman, I work with my hands, and I started to ask myself, what if I can't work with my hands? And slowly, I wanted to find something that could grow an income in the background, not taking more hours for dollars.
Yeah.
And most of all, I wanted more time for with the family, camping, fishing, just enjoying the land at like the farm that we worked so hard for, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's the reason I wanted more time, more. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Harold, why did you
Why
start?
work online? Well, as I mentioned, a couple of minutes ago, I didn't want to be a Walmart greeter. Not that there's
Yep.
anything wrong with that, but I've always sold stuff, my whole life. So between that and music, I wanted to do something that would be going on behind the scenes, as Mike just said, and as everybody says in this business. How did I get into it? Well, I knew you from boating.
Yeah.
So the warm market really does work. Keep working on that. And I've got a lot of warm market people that I'm starting to get into. I'm fairly new to the business, so I think I can work my warm market because I've got a lot of retired executives and workers that are itching to do something different, and that's my first two leads are people from business.
Yeah.
So,
And I know we had talked about that. Like, even, there's a lot of people that are retired doing this business, right?
mhm.
Um, because a lot of them want to it's a people business as well, and they
Yeah,
want to be doing something, and it's nice to have that money generating while you're sitting on the boat, or camping or fishing, or
yeah,
um, in the RV. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
um, okay, Mike, if someone wants to retire early or redesign their post-retirement life, what first steps do you find people often overlook, or how does this business system going to help them with that when someone's approaching retirement and things like that? So,
Yeah.
you're near retirement.
Yeah. Well, I would tell them this: uh, fear doesn't mean stop; it means growth.
Yep.
Uh, every skill that I've learned in my trade or business, I felt uncomfortable at first. You don't need to figure it all out. You just need to take that first step.
Yeah.
The only real mistake is standing still.
Yeah. Yep. Especially looking back, I know I did that, right? Every 6 months. Oh man, why not? Why didn't I? And then
Mhm.
a year would go by, and then time goes by, and you're still in the same place. I knew for myself, like teaching for 30 years, I was going to have this. I was capped. I was going to be the same pay like 14 years later, and I didn't want that, right? Um, and like you said, time doesn't stop, and I, I mean, I'm sure you'll agree. Like when I started and you started, like we didn't know the whole business, right? We
Mhm.
had to take that first step and then just start to learn. So, Harold, what about you? If someone's in that post now, they're already retired, what kind of, yeah, how
Well,
does the system help with that?
I've always been a salesperson, so I thought if I was going to do anything in retirement, I would have to sell products
Right.
for an income. And I kind of wavered, as you know, for a long time, too long. And I think if you ask me the question, what's the first step I missed? That would be it. I thought I had to sell a product, or
Yeah.
in my space, need to build a product, or that. And you have to physically have stuff to sell, because that's what I've done since I was in my 20s.
Yep. Yep.
So this is completely different in that you're looking for more Mikes and Harolds. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the way I look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's the system that we get to use, right?
Yeah,
Yes, we are partnershiped with high ticket products and other,
yeah,
companies, but we're not selling the products in a sense. So
yeah,
it's the system that we get to use, that we get to plug in. It's a business in a box and it's, running 24/7. We have a back office. So for me, when I was looking, I didn't want to sell.
yeah,
I didn't want to do the house parties. I didn't want to ship anything. I didn't want to, because I used to do all that way back when. And I just been there, done that. And I wanted a system already running that I didn't have to reinvent. Would you guys agree to that? Like, I mean, you guys are a little bit older than I am, but even myself, I didn't want to have to figure out I didn't even know what a funnel was. I didn't know what even a lead was. I didn't know what a Zoom was. All those types of things. I wanted all that stuff in place running for me. Was that something that you liked as well when you saw this platform?
definitely.
Yeah, yeah. So we're not. It's a proven system, right? And
Yeah,
anybody from 18 to, I think we have people late
old,
70s, right?
old guys like me.
Doing this business. Yeah. Okay, Mike, if someone's on the edge of change but afraid to start, what would you honestly tell them now that you've been doing this business?
Well, I'm a millwright by trade, and marketing is not my background.
Yep.
I didn't grow up online, but business is learnable, technology is teachable.
Yep.
If you follow the instruction and you ask questions and you stay consistent, you can do this.
Yeah.
You don't need to be an expert. You just need to be coachable and committed.
Yep. Awesome. What about you, Harold?
I put down two words the other day when you asked me
Yeah.
the question. Start now.
Start now. I know, because you put it off for a
Really,
little bit, Harold.
2 words. Start now. don't
Yes.
wait for, a
Oh,
long time like I did. We talked
yeah,
back and forth because we knew each other anyway, but
yeah,
it was kind of, yeah. And then I was in the middle of moving and blah, 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 and did all that. And we've had some health concerns at the house and all that. Start now. If I had
yeah,
started when we first started talking about this,
yeah.
I'd be in your spot right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah, and like you said, Harold, I know, and that, it's not just you. A lot of people, oh, but I have to do this, or I'm doing this, or that. It'll never be the perfect time. It
no,
just won't. You just have to start. Even myself, I remember, I I pushed that button and I watched the webinar. Tim had already gone to bed, and I was serious because I was searching. I watched the webinar, and I think it was 11:30 at night, and I paid that 149. It was a refundable. So I thought, okay, if you want to do this, you got to find out the information. And I did that. And, I think it was the next day or the next day after. Oh, by the way, I started an online business. And yeah, and that's where it began because I thought, Jay, quit putting it off, because I had seen an ad on social media that got me thinking about this platform to watch the webinar. And it was probably, there's many times, I would say at least 3 months, that I kept saying, no, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. And I do kick myself, but, I'm glad I did take action and just dive into it, right? Because I know Mike, you mentioned the word fear. We all have it. And it's most of the times it's just thoughts that we tell ourselves that aren't really real. And that's why I love this platform too, that people can actually research it, do your due diligence, watch the webinar, pay the refundable 149. It gets you into our system so that you can learn everything that you need to know, so that they can make a decision if this is right for them. And yeah. Okay, so Mike, what advice would you give someone that's worried that they're not tech savvy, or even had a business background? I know you touched on it already, but
What advice I would give them for somebody? Like when you did your due diligence, I think this business, you don't need to be tech savvy. Everything is there for you. It's like a business in a box. So it's so easy. If you follow the steps, you can do this business.
yeah,
Right. So,
yeah, it's just learning something new.
yeah.
It's like riding your bike, right? When
Yeah.
when you were little, you fell and you took the training wheels off, and you got back on because you really wanted to ride your bike. It's no different. Well, if you were a millwright, right? You had to learn the skills.
Right.
Same with you, Harold. You had to learn the skills to sell. It's no, or me, I had to learn how to teach, right? So it's no different. It's just that this business system, it changes it changes things because of the high commission, and people are wanting, I know you guys both mentioned it, time. People want time freedom. I know for myself, waking up when I want to, not having to go in traffic, not having to travel to a spot every day, it is really priceless. And I never thought I'd even be experiencing that, in my 50s at all. I thought I had to work till I was 65, and it's not the case. Okay, what about you, Harold?
well,
Someone tech
same as Mike
savvy?
just said, and we all say, use the training. If you're not tech savvy, it doesn't matter. I mean, when I was growing up through my 20s and 30s and 40s, I always had a secretary and blah blah blah. I had
Right? Yep.
all that corporate stuff, and I really, when I started my own sales agency way back in 1997, I had to learn how to work that computer. So I have had some training over the years, and
Yep.
my sales agency and so on. But I always had people people in the different companies I represented. I had them do the work, and I relied on them. Now, what we all rely on is the backup,
Yeah.
the secretaries, let's call
Yep.
them.
The back office. Yep.
You
And you
know,
have coaching.
and
Yep.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so we can rely on them. So it doesn't matter if you're tech savvy. I was somewhat tech savvy, but I did rely on other people. But I used to work on spreadsheets and stuff like that. Not
Right.
necessarily what we're doing now, but combining everything together. It doesn't matter if you're tech savvy.
Yeah.
Use the training. That's
Yeah.
answer that question.
Do you find the training I mean, I think it's great. I mean, it's step by step. It's in video. It's in every language now. Are you finding it easy to follow?
Some of it's a little overwhelming to start,
Yeah,
and you got to kind of shake my head and, and
yeah.
say, okay, let's walk back on this again.
One step at a time. Yeah,
Just cover it. And you and I have done quite a few things together, and I like to thank you and any other people who are coaching us.
yeah,
That's something that everybody should remember, that we have a coach, and those coaches have coaches, and coaches have other coaches, and whatever, and we can all help each other, and that's the
for
good thing
sure.
about this. And I'm learning that. I'm still new, and I'm still
Yeah,
trying to get rolling on this, but you've answered all the questions, and if
yeah.
not you, there would be somebody else that you've asked. So the background people are very important, and
Yes.
I
It
can't
is.
believe.
It's not like you're given a business and then say, "Here you go."
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's
and
it's not easy. Yeah,
and the more I watch some of the the masterminds and all the stuff, some of the people are way out there.
yeah,
I must admit, they're way out there, and it's almost like a not a cult, but I mean it's kind of people are really into it that didn't have any experience even talking with people.
yeah, yeah,
It doesn't matter what you do or what you've done. If you're a cross person, I think you have to learn stuff. And some people didn't. And I'm not sounding sexist. I'm just saying there are a lot of the ladies that I've listened to. They really didn't. Almost some of them didn't have their own life. Now, different cultures and so on.
yep,
That's the way it
yep,
works. And they didn't really have their own life, which is bizarre
yep,
to us.
yep.
But it's really nice to see that they were able to come out of their shell, so to speak.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I've always been out there, so it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
bother me. But it's nice to see that people have helped people like that be very successful in this business too.
Yes,
And and
exactly. Yeah.
uh, and
And
it's
it's people from all walks of life, you know.
that's
And we've heard so
absolutely, yeah,
many stories, inspirational stories of people, like you said, like
yeah,
from nothing, like
from nothing.
nothing,
And
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 now they're buying homes and bringing
yeah,
their parents over and things like that. So
yeah,
it's really inspiring, and that just shows you that anybody, doesn't matter your background, your religion,
yeah.
anything, you can do this business,
That's
and
exact.
you're
That's
not
exact.
alone,
Yeah, that's
right?
exactly it. I mean, no
Yeah,
matter what you're doing now,
yeah,
what you want to do, or what you have been doing, or you weren't doing
yeah,
anything,
yeah.
you can be successful. So,
Yeah, yeah, and the fact that the everything is there running for you, and you're plugging into it. Obviously, I mean, we're not saying you don't run your own business, because we're all independent business owners, but you're not alone. You have a huge community of support. We have masterminds every week, and
yeah,
lots of really, I mean, the training's amazing. And if you're like Mike said, if you're coachable, you're willing to learn something new and really build your business,
yeah,
you will succeed, because it is a proven system. And I always say to people, you either want to change in your life or you don't.
yeah,
And if you don't, you just keep doing what you're doing, and all the best, right? But if you really want to change how you live your life and earn, you can do that.
yeah.
Okay, so Mike, what is your favorite thing about having your own business, and why?
My favorite thing is probably the freedom of direction. Is not really financially, but mentally.
Hmm,
Knowing that I'm building the business for us,
right.
and you can do that business at camper, RV, cottage, at home, on the road, uh, and knowing that you're putting that effort for options for tomorrow. You're building it for later.
Yeah.
Uh, it's, yeah.
Yeah, last night I was hosting the webinar, and there was other business owners that we have on every Tuesdays and Thursdays, because they're live, and we have so many users of this platform. So we like to bring in a lot of fresh faces. And there was a pharmacist, um, corporate, like all walks of life, news broadcaster, like, and they're all doing this. It's replaced their incomes, and it's just, all of them said it's that time with their family, their loved ones, that they actually It doesn't mean that they didn't necessarily like their jobs. They were missing out. They never got to really enjoy. A lot of them, some of them had children, some of them had older teenagers, and they just felt like time was going by. And what really were they doing? Right? They never got to enjoy the things that they wanted to do. And that really stood out last night. And it was kind of a common thing. And I know that was for myself too. Like, okay, wait a second. Okay, I'm not even doing the things that I want to do. Why is that? I've been working all my life, and it's just, that's reality for a lot of people. You have to go to work and pay the bills, and that's the way it is. But there are other ways to earn. And with this business, you can do it alongside of what you did. So when I came in, that was one of the things I liked, because I could build it while I was still teaching, until it gives you choices of what you want to do. Right? A lot of people, actually one was on 3 jobs, down to no jobs, just this business, and just even the look in their face, right? Because of how that's opened up their life and changed everything for them, right? That they can take ownership. They don't have to rely on someone else, right? One of the ladies said that she was high up and they did a whole change, and of course lost her position. And it's just that feeling of, you give years and years and then it can be taken away. Where this, you can build this for yourself, and like you said, Mike, your family, and create that yourself, right? But using the system. So Harold, what about you? What's your favorite thing so far in the business?
Well, I've been very lucky that I've owned my own business since '97.
Yep.
I mean, I was in the corporate world, and then I started my own agency because of different things that changed in the companies and that. But so I've always said, you get out of it what you put into it.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing, if you're building more things to sell, or whatever you're doing, you got to put into it you get out of it what you put into it. And I've been lucky that I've been financially okay and that, but still, it's something. This is something different that I can continue to. I don't have to eat away at the stuff that I've already done. Like a lot of people have worked for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, whatever. If you're my age, and you keep eating away a little bit at a time and don't get stuff back in, then you'll be near the end there, and you won't have much. But
it's
you
true.
might have stuff. I mean, I got lots of stuff. Mike has lots of stuff, and we all have stuff.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if we can't enjoy it. And exactly. I'm very lucky that I can enjoy the things that I have. And people say, "Oh, it must be nice," but damn, I worked 40 years for it. So I want to keep that, and I want to build on what I still have. And this is an easier way to do it. But again, to my first point, you get out of it what you put into it. So,
Mike, how long have you been in the millwright?
I've been doing millwright over 30 years, probably.
And then Harold said over 40, yeah. And I taught for 30, and it's kind of really insanity, a little bit. I always say, because and we're not alone in that. A lot of people are like, wait a second, that's what's kind of scared me actually to start looking, because wait a second, I'm going to be retired. I'm going to have to get a part-time job, maybe a Walmart, right? Yeah. Like I'm going to have to get something else because I want to have a certain lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that even now, just waking up when I want, all those things, I can enjoy my gardens. It's kind of silly, but.
Well, we're the same.
Yeah, you have your house, but then you're going to work and you never really get to enjoy it. I know, Mike, you love your farm and that. It's taking ownership of your own time, and it's priceless.
Yeah,
it is. I'll never forget the day that I resigned, and it was just like, what is happening? But it's possible for anyone. This is the #1 selling system in the world, so that you don't have to bug. People will come to you, right? And people are searching all around the world for a different way to earn. And, it's a digital world, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
But we're here to tell you, even at our ages, you can do this business. It's all there for you. You just have to be coachable and wanting to learn. And really, in the end, you got to want the change.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to be away for 6 weeks starting next week.
Yep.
At this time, I'll be sitting there looking at my laptop beside the pool in Mexico.
There you go. And it's
So-
an office wherever you want it to be.
Anybody can do it, and everywhere you want to go.
Yeah.
You can do it. And
Yep. That's the thing that's exciting, because I'm a big, well, you're a boater too, Harold, but in my boat, that's our cottage. And it's like, I don't have to feel guilty because I have to go to the office. No, my office is right here.
I know.
And
you know my boat too.
Yep, I can. Yeah, and I can go. You can do this business for anywhere. That was huge for me, because I kept saying to my husband, okay, if I'm going to make the money that it shows, I want to go away for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months, right?
Yeah.
And not have to come back to an office or come back to a building. You can literally do this from anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the great thing. Anything else you guys want to add before we go?
Just do it now.
Do it now. Yeah.
Just do it. Remember the Nike.
Take that step. Yes.
Just do it.
Yes. So we do have a free webinar. Those of you who are watching the replay, I have my link there. If you guys want to put your link in the comment section, you're welcome to do that. So the reason why we all have our own separate links is because we're all independent business owners using this platform. So if you'd like to work with Mike or Harold, by all means, go onto their link. That way, once you watch the webinar, if you decide to move forward, they would be there to help you out. And yeah, and you know what? Time doesn't wait for anybody. So if you're really searching, you're watching this, you're watching it for a reason. Thanks, everybody. You guys want to put your domain in the comment section? Just post a comment, and then it'll be there in the live.
Yeah.
I know you guys have inspired a lot of people, because I know
Whereabouts is that again?
it's, if you look to the right, there should be a comment box. If you just put your www in that. Did you find it, Mike?
Start the conversation.
No. So on the right-hand side, there's a comment box. Here, do you want to give it to me, Harold? So it's
haroldblive.com.
Okay, let's put that in there. There we go. See how it just popped up?
Yep.
Yeah, you can put mine too.
Yep.
thebarnmarketing.ca.
Barnmarketing.ca. See the spelling. There we go. And then mine's on the board there. I think, yep, right there. Okay, awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining me.
Good luck, everyone.
Yes, and have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Bye for now.